What's up, guys? This is 94 Media, and today we're going to be putting a Holley sniper kit on my truck. Should take a while, but it'll be very worth it. So, let's get to the shop.
I'm just kidding. You legit caught me that. So.
You did good.
Jiu-jitsu, baby! Jiu-jitsu!
Huh?
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Does Matt normally get back to you pretty quick? I don't usually really text him or nothing. No, it should be. Yeah. I have a millimeter work on it.
Shoot out of the way. Yeah.
I know how to work around this truck.
Alright, take that out.
Snag out the fuel pump.
Alright, now we need to find.
Big phone saw. I grabbed it. Okay, guys, so I'm underneath the truck here, and I'm trying to figure out where the coolant will drain out. But I was looking at my transmission cooler lines, and look, this is why you have to put things in when you drill holes and you run hoses or lines through them. You have to put something around it, because mine wiggled around and it started cutting into my hose on this hose. So yeah. All right, guys, so I'm out here in the shop by myself. We got it on there, as you guys saw in the last few clips. It's on there if it'll focus. There it is, yep. So we got that put on. We got the throttle linkage and the throttle cable hooked up, but we ran into a problem with our fuel lines. So here, oh, I can't reverse the camera, but hold on, I'll show you guys. Okay, I got the camera switched around. So as you can see, this fuel line over here is not long enough to go to both of these. So I had to get somebody to grab me a line from Summit because they just so happen to be there. Happens to be my girlfriend's dad, shout out to him. But so getting some fuel line so we can get that hooked up. We gotta figure out the wiring. We gotta find a 12-volt switched to hook one of the wires up to there. See, yep, we gotta find a 12-volt switched. We gotta hook it up to the power and the ground, and then we also have to hook up to the distributor back there. If I can I not zoom in? Can't zoom in. All right. Back there in the distributor, gotta hook up the tack wire. And that's really it. I mean, everything else, that's the 4 wires that you gotta like tap into. Everything else you just plug in, or you gotta put the sensor in. That's another thing. We also have to take, so I gotta replace that anyways because it's leaking. So we're gonna get some coolant drained, and also my sensor over here. Move over. This sensor for my mechanical gauge in there, it's going bye-bye. We're putting the sensor for the sniper in there. So you gotta get rid of that too. So we need to drain coolant, and that's where we're stuck at because there's nowhere to really drain the coolant there. It's kind of upside down. You can see the drain plug right there, but under there, it's like a tray. And so it's just gonna make a mess. So try to figure out how to do that without making a giant mess. But yeah, I'll update you guys in a second. Okay guys, so we got the truck out here. We had to disconnect this radiator hose so we could, one, replace that because it was leaking, but also we needed the coolant low enough so we could take that sensor out and put the one for the Holley EFI in, so yeah. All right, so we've got pretty much everything hooked up on it except for these fuel lines right here. We got to go get the fuel lines that will fit the sniper here in like the next couple minutes or so. And then we've got this pink wire, which is our, what did we say this was? This was our 12-volt switched. We're gonna wire that in over here. We know exactly which wire we're gonna plug it into. And we get our fuel pump wire, and we know exactly what we're gonna plug that into. I gotta run and get some connectors for it. But other than that, that's all we got left. Well, it did all right on its main voyage. Ignore all that. That is just temporary so we can make everything work, or make sure everything worked. That is all getting fixed and it will look proper. But it ran and it drove. She's a whole different monster. It's gonna be a completely different truck once it gets its tune figured out. So yeah, I'd say that was a success on the Holley Sniper install on my 91 454 C1500.